All aboard! What's up, Kaiju family? This guy's little team Trend 90 soaring to your station today with a brand new review. And like I've been saying these last couple of videos, just straying away from experts, just a tidbit for a little bit. So I can talk about some of these other awesome collectibles in my collection. And today we want to talk about the newest addition to my collection, the Neca 18-inch Gypsy Danger from the fantastic Americanized movie Pacific Rim. Now, Pacific Rim's not a movie I always talk about, but I do really love the film. And hopefully one day I'm looking to get into a deep dive discussion about Pacific Rim. But until then, we're going to be talking about Gypsy Danger today. Gypsy Danger is by far my favorite Jaeger from Pacific Rim. Gypsy Danger is, I don't know. Some of the, all the other Jaegers in the movie do look cooler. Some look cooler. Some of the colors are better for me. But I don't know. It's something about Gypsy Danger. I don't know. I have that connection with Gypsy Danger for some odd reason. I don't know why. I can't explain it. But I absolutely love Gypsy Danger. I've actually been putting off getting this for a very long time. It's been a long time coming. Ever since Neca announced it, I wanted to get this figure, but I never got it. I was like, nah. But thanks to Mr. Marcellus Winters, I finally have it. Finally have the Neca Gypsy Danger in my collection. But that's enough of me talking already. So we'll go ahead and get right into this review, so I can show you him up close and personal, show you all his little nicks and crannies, and we'll get into that review right now. Thank you. And here he is, the 18-inch Neca Gypsy Danger. Sting is an absolute monster, and definitely the biggest item in my collection to date. Well, actually, as far as Kaiju goes, Kaiju or mechs go, is the biggest thing in my collection. Sting is absolutely phenomenal. It's completely screen accurate. Maybe the blue could be a little bit darker, but I mean, I'm not complaining. You see the little emblem on his chest where the brothers put that bad girl on Gypsy Danger. They took a lot of, and NECA's always been really good with details. So that's when they announced Godzilla figures not too long after this. I was really excited for it. I mean, the details on this Gypsy is absolutely crazy. They made even underneath the visor on the eyes. They're kind of like Megalon's eyes. They made sure they crafted every single last detail in there. Of course, all the nuts and bolts on the Jaeger, it's like in the movie. And I mean, the only thing that'll be more wild is this thing moved. But this thing is absolutely phenomenal. Especially as big as it is, wow. I actually need to find a spot. Well, I have a spot for him, but I'm not happy with the spot I have for him. So I need to find a new spot for him. So if you're watching, Cody, you got some talking to do. But yes, this is Gypsy Danger. My favorite Jaeger from Pacific Rim. Even though the Jaeger, the new Pacific Rim cartoon show is pretty dope too. I still like Gypsy Danger the most. But here's some more details of him from behind. As you see, they got all the little nicks and crannies on. It looks really dope. And of course, that button on the back of his neck, that's not accurate, but you'll see why that's there if he didn't see it in my intro of the video. And I did have a scare. He did come in like 2-3 pieces when I got him. But I blame the post office because the post office sucks. 100%. Yeah, Neca's really, really good with the figures. They're an absolutely fantastic company. And of course, he lights up with his nuclear core and the little flashlight on top of his head. That's in the movie as well. I don't know why I thought that the visor lit up as well. But I mean, I'm still okay with it. It's pretty bright too. If you can tell right here. It's really nice. And you can even see his light outside, but it's dark enough in the room for me to be able to show you how nice it is. Lights up pretty bright. And of course, Gypsy Danger's swords that he used on Atache when he was fighting him in space. As you see, these are super long. And they're not crazy sharp. If you're not careful, you can poke your eye out. But I'll turn on so you can see them a little bit better. But yeah, they look just like they did in the movie. I think it looks pretty cool. And it's a nice little add-on in addition to this guy. It'd be cooler if they retracted in and out of his arms, but I'm not going to be picky. I don't care. It's still a nice feature to add. And so I'm trying to get focused. Trying to make sure that we don't get stabbed by these darn swords. But of course, then I gotta do some size comparisons in a little bit. But yeah, like I said, he is the biggest thing in my collection. So most everything I bring up won't be the same size as him. He's a really big figure, 18 inches tall, and I didn't actually measure him, but I think he hits all 18 of those inches. And especially with his swords come off the end of him too, it makes him even longer and and have a longer reach on certain monsters. But of course, I do have to bring up some of my bigger Godzilla figures in my collection to show you how big he is compared to everything else. Of course, I had to use the legendary 2014 Godzilla, which to date I think is my biggest Godzilla figure. And even here, you can see Gypsy Danger just kind of eclipses him. No, there's no way around it. Gypsy Danger is absolutely huge. And Godzilla may not stand a chance against him. Unless they did something stupid and Actually, no, because maybe Godzilla got a hold of his nuclear core, then that actually may give Godzilla the advantage. And here is Gypsy Danger as well as Space Godzilla. Also, again, as you see, these are the two biggest X-Force figures in my collection, and Gypsy Danger is huger than both of them. He's just an absolute monster compared to these two, which is funny since we're talking about kaiju, and they're the kaijus, but he's the monster of the kaijus. It's funny, but I mean, hey, we did have to build our own monsters to take care of the kaiju in Pacific Rim, so I mean, it makes sense. But even though Gypsy Danger is the biggest mech / kaiju I have in my collection, he's not the absolute biggest thing in my collection. So if you just give me a second, I'll go ahead and bring up the biggest things in my collection. And there's also the NECA Christopher Reeve Superman, and the NECA Henry Cavill Superman for Man of Steel. Now, as you see, these are also 18 inches too. And if somebody want me to do a review on these guys, let me know. I'll go off the board and talk about some Superman. I love Superman. Superman is my favorite superhero, of course, next to Godzilla. But yeah, this is how big he is compared to both of the Supermans. Don't they look phenomenal together? Ah, so big. These are the three biggest things in my collection to date. As far as all my collectibles, it's Superman's. Christopher Reeves is the tallest, but the Superman and Gypsy Danger are the biggest things I have in my collection. So I'm really, really, really excited to have all these guys. They're absolutely phenomenal. They're great figures. Neca did a fantastic job of each and every one of them. Like I said, I'm not going to go into a review with the Supermans right now, but if you do want to see it, let me know. But besides, this is Gypsy Danger's review, so we'll go and get this wrapped up. Since I did show you all the size comparisons, I don't think I have any more. But that's pretty much all I got. And we're back. And that's my review of the 18-inch NECA Gypsy Danger. And as I was saying in the review, it's a really, really cool figure. Very nice figure to have in my collection. Different, and really my first gigantic, in a sense, in my collection. No, it's not Godzilla, but I mean, it is a gigantic figure, to be completely honest. I mean, I think he looks absolutely phenomenal. So I'm really happy to add him to my collection. And it's only one thing, there is one more thing I want to look for is for a specific rim. I know it's going to be hard to find, but it's going to be that 18-inch knife head. Knife head is my favorite kaiju from Pacific Rim. He looks absolutely dope. And yes, I know he gave Gypsy Danger the business in the first fight, but hey, what can I say? I love that kaiju. He looks absolutely phenomenal. And hopefully I can find him to pair with this guy. No, it's not gonna be cheap. It's gonna take me a while to find it because y'all know I'm not gonna buy way overpriced. I know I ain't doing that. So I just gotta hope I find it pretty soon here before a pretty good price. But yeah, that's pretty much my review today. Coming up next for my channel, I can finally say that my absolutely first gigantic is coming. I know I said I'm going to be on X-Plus for a little bit, but this is a special occasion. My very first gigantic X-Plus figure is coming. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because if you don't know, then you can find out with everybody else. But if you do know, you know what's coming. And I am very excited for that to come get here. It's something I put off getting when it got released, and I seen the stars fall in my favor, and I was able to grab them. But things were sacrificed. I'll get into that once I do that review. But until then, that review will probably be coming up from time it's recording, probably sometime next week. I will be doing an unboxing video on Kaiju Collectors on Facebook, so look forward to that. And if you haven't joined our Facebook group yet on Kaiju Collectors, you really should. We are at 17K strong as far as members right now. We got a lot of fun and cool members in the group. You should come check it out. Come hang out with us in there. Talk to yours truly in there whenever you can, or if you can find me on Facebook at Agent Settle. But as far as Monsters with Attitude, at least from one recording today we're going to have our show and tell of the 50th anniversary of the Bandai Memorial box set. So I'm really looking forward to Thomas and Ben going over those items with y'all. That's gonna be really fun. That's gonna be a really fun show, really interesting, and I'm digging it and excited to watch it with y'all. As far as my channel, I told y'all about my gigantic coming. After that, we'll probably go back to NECA for a little while. Cause I do have a few more NECAs I need to review. Maybe some Bandai's. Maybe. But we'll see. But alright guys, that's all I got for this review today. And I hope you have a fantastic day, Kaiju family.